Hello my Olympians and welcome back to another fabulous video here on my channel. I'm going to make a little thing here in the beginning so we can talk about several different things before I actually start it, because the video I think for this starting a book with me or creating a book with, oh gosh, you know, setting up a book with me is going to be a little long, and so if not everybody wants to sit for like 30 minutes or whatever, I get it, I understand, but I think you guys should see the whole process, and so I'm going to take you with me. But I do want to mention several different things, and that is The Only True Me, which is always linked down below. I'm actually going to end up linking the book in every vlog, but it's already up. It's called Satira. I mentioned that a little bit later on in the video, so if you want to hear the whole reason why, just continue to watch. We're not there yet, but I'll mention it eventually. And it also is written by The Only True Me, because that's my Wattpad name, and people on Wattpad are supposed to be reading it. But we do have a synopsis, we have everything, and we do even have a chapter in it, because I get to post a chapter to post the book, and I wanted to publish the book. So it's already up. If you follow me on Twitter, you know that it's pinned, so it's there. Okay, also, I wanted to mention very, very quickly, oh, I want to open that drive, actually. Let me do that before starting, and then also we want to open Pacemaker so you guys know exactly what I'm going to be doing, because I figured you guys should, and then we're also going to look at the cover in close-up view, because all these things are really, really fun. I enjoy these, because it's a cover reveal type thing, you know what I mean? It's like a movie reveal. Okay, so if we go to the BookTube books, this is where everything's going to be at, just like normal. Just want to show you that it still exists, and I'm going to be writing chapters here, and the whole book will be here, so yeah, don't hack me. It's wrong. But if we go ahead and move over into your plans, and we go to the Untitled, which actually has a title now, which is pretty cool. We're gonna name it Satira. Is that how I, actually, okay, it's actually pronounced like Satiria or something like that, I don't know. It's either one of those. Alright. But we start writing on this day, and during the writing vlogs and stuff, which will be starting very, very soon, we will be mentioning, I will be mentioning where I'm at with this, so I stay up to date with that. Also, very quickly, I want to mention that in every video description, I don't know if you guys ever look, that there is an upload schedule, yet you guys probably like, which this video series never has an upload schedule. Well, now they do. I have officially updated this, so I stream Sims and stuff, but I have Sims all week. But if you go down to the second calendar, BookTube schedule, you have my whole entire schedule for books. And so let's say there's a certain day you're like, I want to watch that writing vlog, you know exactly when they're going to be posted. Now technically, is it the first one? No, it's this one. It's actually going to be posted on this day instead, because I realized that I had an exam on Wednesday, so I can't actually vlog on Wednesday. So I'm vlogging on Tuesday instead. But it's besides the point. And so yeah, this is all the books that are going up in October. So if you do want to, you know, pay attention to that, this is a perfect way to figure it out, and so you know where my upload schedule and everything else is. It's all right here. It's always linked down below. And the other things are linked down below: my Goodreads, my Twitter, and of course my Wattpad. And from every video going forward, we're going to have Satira also linked down below, which you can read. It is on my Wattpad. I do want to mention a few other things here. First is that I have, like I said, my upload schedule, which is changing a little bit, but it's okay. We're making it work. But I want to talk about the cover and the name of the cover. Why I chose this particular name, I figured I should do that right now, right? Satira, or Satiria, however you pronounce it, is the name of the planet that she is living on. And so, obviously you guys have seen the cover before, I mentioned it in the last video, but in this particular video, that's what this is. It's, oh, I didn't hit, okay, I think we're okay. That's what it is. It's a planet, and then I put my only true me, because that's my name, on Wattpad, but it's Satira, and I'm just like really, really looking forward to you guys seeing it. I think this in particular is, I like the cover a lot. Normally it would not have been on that block space, but I didn't save the right one, and I didn't make it on my laptop, or I would have a PDF file. I'm dying. Okay, that's fine. But the next thing I want to do, because we haven't really talked about what the book's about, I'm going to read all those. The next thing I want to do, because we haven't really talked about what the book's about, I'm going to read you the synopsis of the book. And of course, if you guys don't know how to find it on Wattpad, the link's down below, so it should be pretty easy. But Satara is based in a world set 150 years in the future. Earth that we know today has been destroyed by all the wars and unlivable. So we take off into space. We built the perfect space station called Omega, which has everything you can think about. The only problem is that it's dying, so the people of Omega sent down the children all over the galaxy to find a new habitable planet. Our story follows one of those children sent down to the planet Satara. In a far-off galaxy, the girl's name is Avea Rose, who is now 19 years old. Her life is about as normal as ours, as until one day she sees someone new. This is part you said no. A boy. This boy takes Avea on a roller coaster up and down and shakes her world to the core, making her rethink everything she thought before, just maybe, possibly, fall in love. Now, one of the biggest differences that this book had from the beginning of when I started making this video, that I decided to do this on my channel, was the fact that originally it was supposed to be a full-on action, and it doesn't actually start being actiony until more towards the middle of the book. There's a few action sequences in the beginning, but it's definitely more build-up, which was something I wasn't actually really planning on doing, and it turned more into a romance, which I did know would be a section of this book, but I had no idea would take so much shape of the novel. And it does, and I really like that, and I really can't wait to develop that romance in these two main characters, who you'll be meeting very, very soon. And I'm really excited to write this. I'm really excited for us to go on this journey. And of course, comment down below. The whole point of this book is you can see the book being written and read the book while it's being written. I know originally it was supposed to be a book that we write together, and it's okay. If you have good ideas, I promise you either these ideas will be in this book, or we can move into a sequel if I think they fit. Now, I do have the whole book planned out, and so it's a little bit harder for me to rearrange, but of course, if you private message me, or DM me on Twitter, then you can always maybe get a spoiler or two and see if your spoiler helps with mine. And maybe we can work away in there. I don't know, there's a few chapters in here, there's a lot of leeway room, so we can do some pretty interesting things if you guys want. But you guys need to comment on the book. Comment on the book and not the vlogs. I'm not going to be paying attention to the comments on the vlogs, except for things I can do better. Where you need to comment specifically is the book. But without further ado, you guys didn't show up for this one-time explanation. I decided to put it in the beginning of the video instead of the outline part, because setting a book with me takes a little bit, and so I decided to do this in the beginning. So if you want to see setting a book with me, stay tuned. That's finishing this outline until today, in which it wasn't supposed to be done until today, but I did finish it, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. And then also, I have several things to update you guys on, so this is a very important video to watch. And I'm going to update you guys probably theoretically, but from this point forward, it's nothing but vlogs. So that's a lie. There's one other video that's not a vlog, but vlogs will be going up simultaneously as this one other video, so just to give you a heads up. Also, if this week and next week, if I don't start really writing until the 4th week of October, I'm very sorry. I have a lot of tests I have to study for, I have a few exams and stuff coming up, so just to give you a heads up, but I'm going to try to write as much as possible, basically, in the next, every day for the next 4 weeks. But we're going to talk about the important thing. One, we have a title, which is Satara, and you can pronounce however you think you want to, but it is spelled Setria, which we'll make a cover page for it today, part of the book process. But it is Satara, and it did come out to be 30 chapters long, and I do believe it's going to have a sequel. I'm really excited about the premise, and so I can see myself writing it, but I feel like it's probably going to be a duology, and the second one's probably going to be shorter than the first one. Or we break it up into 3 books, I don't know, we will see. But we do have some other names, but we'll talk about Satara's name importance in a second. But this is my outline. It's the full outline, which I'm about to show you on my laptop, yet it's printed out, which is extremely important for writers. I think you need a digital copy and an actual copy. I'm not going to bring this everywhere I go, and so I have a digital copy to look back on, like I say if I go to the library or something like that. So, but it has everything, well, hold on. It has everything, and the names and stuff are all filled out on this document. It's completed, and it's really good, And yeah, it's very important for you to have, and all these, by the way, from this point on, it's like 7 pages of nothing but chapter outlines, which is really fun for me. But yeah, and all 30 chapters are written, but it's all right here. And I'm going to be showing you in the vlogs and stuff, like, because I'm going to be printing out chapters and stuff, how long the chapters look in an actual book form. But first things first, we're going to talk about the name Cetera, and we're going to choose some fun stuff. This is like one of my favorite processes in the whole book, is setting up a book. Now, normally I take a book and I look at its setup, because normally every setup is the same. So, for instance, we're going to be using my new book that I'm currently reading, and which we'll have a review of at some point during this month about, and that is Rabbit and Robot, which we're not going to talk about, but it's here. This is the book I'm going to be using. I just have to, oh, okay, well, I would have to remember my pages anyways. And then, so we're just going to start from the first page, and in which we will make a cover page. That's the first thing. So we're going to make a cover page. Now, technically, there's like a page in between, but we're going to make a cover page. And it is Cetera, and for now, it's going to be a novel, but we're going to probably bump us up to like 60, because important. And then we're going to write out the title. This is what I do. And then we make a cover page, in which it says it's spelled wrong, because technically there's certain, like, it says Z's or something like that, and it is spelled like that. But the word that I was looking for is this, and it does exist. It's a real word. But I found it, and I was like, I'm in love with this, so we're going to use it. And we're going to figure out which one I like for my cover page. Now, we want something really poppy, but also I want something kind of futuristic as well. So, like, something like that, something that screams, you know, being... Why are you not changing? Like, you're supposed to. Oh, set to download. Or, like, that was pretty cool. But I think, like, I enjoy these as well. This is the longest part of this video, by the way, is selecting a font size. So that's really pretty. We might write in that. And also trying to figure out a writing one is also, oh, guys. Okay, we found the one we're going to write in. And now we're going to capitalize everything, because that's important. And also, I do believe that a good way to do this, to set up a title page, is to even go into Photoshop or something like that. That way, it's even more unique, because you can do so much more in Photoshop. We're going to zoom on out, so we can get right in the middle. And, for instance, it will be written in black and white. But, what is this? I don't even know what this is. We're going to... Oh, God. Yes, I don't ever play around with... There we go. I like that. Okay. Then, I think our shadow should be, like, really prominent, because I like a good shadow. If you guys have any... Oh, we're looking kind of professional here. Can we have a shadow? Can we have all three? I guess we're gonna find out. Oh, I think we can. Look at that. It's gorgeous. But due to the fact it's only one word, we do want it to take up a lot. So we're gonna even try to bump it. Okay, we're gonna bump it up to 80. See that? Okay, maybe 85. Ooh, maybe 90. 95. There we go. I like that. Okay, there we go. That's our title page. Personally. Okay, guys. So we're gonna move on to the next thing. And like I said, if you do want to chill out, or if you want to get a snack or whatever, I have a feeling it's gonna be kind of a long video. So we're gonna continue down on the page. Now, next one is also by author, and because I like to set these up like a real book, like a real book, we're gonna make this like 30, right? And then we are going to go into my actual writing font, in which I really like the one that we did see that I have to go find, because I don't remember what it was called. She's kind of sad. Okay, I'm gonna have to write like a word, like a D. Okay, first things first is, of course, we need to go ahead with no outline, no shadow, no reflection, no glow. Okay, that way it's just normal. And then we're gonna do.
Now we need to find one that I personally want to particularly write in, that I think will be really fun, a fun font for you guys to read the book in. You can also share it more than ooh, I kinda like you. You look nice. Alright. And then we go into the middle of the page. Also by Jacob. Gotcha. Okay, good. Maybe another one. Alright, so it's actually maybe a little bit smaller than this. And then probably jump it down to 22. Alright, that doesn't seem right. Let's see here. Yeah, that's right.
But I don't like, I think it's the font. So I will be right back. I'm going to make a little jump after I choose a font today. Okay, now we are back. I have chosen my font. This is not the font that we're going to be writing in. This is Times New Roman, but it looks really, really nice for, you know, this. And that's the list of books I've written so far. None, obviously, I didn't publish, but it's all right there. And then the next page, the direct next page, because, like I said, how this is really supposed to look is that. That first page is supposed to be blank. Then we have this direct next page, which I'm going to put right here. Why is it? Okay, that must be in the middle. Alright, and this will be the copyright page. I don't ever use a copyright page because I don't have copyright. And then we have our dedication, and so this page is actually going to be in our dedication, which is also going to be in its Times New Roman font of like 22. And oh, wait, what? Oh gosh, dang it. And then it has 4. And then for you guys, I'm actually dedicating it to you guys, so it's for my readers. And every book is also dedicated to my mom, so for my readers and mom. And so that's our dedication page, in which actually I can move down to have it think about some sort of stuff. Alright, and then, let's see here, so that, table contents, for whoever, and then some people have quotes or whatever. I'm not having quotes because there's quotes throughout this, but a thing I've not done in a very, very long time is a table of contents. For a book like this, sometimes I feel like table contents are overdone or they seem tacky in a book, but I really like it for this type of book. So we're actually writing, I'm pretty sure it's this one that I like. Yeah. And so, very quickly, I'll be right back as I write down all the chapters into this table of content. Okay, now the table of contents is filled out. We have part 1, part 2, and part 3, all in here. Did take up 2 pages, but it is what it is. And also to mention, part 1, all chapters might get a title eventually. I'm not really sure. It's not something I am fully committed to. So we're going to move on to the next page. And the next page, actually, after the table of contents, some people have experts from the book, or like an introduction. So I am actually going to have a part 1 page, I guess you can say. And so we're going to go back to the middle, and with the font that we're going to be using, we are actually just going to go ahead and bump it up to like 36.
The font I would never actually choose. Oh, freaking kidding me. Way when it comes to an actual book, but because you never know if this might get published or not, I'm gonna make my own. I have my own set of stuff, so we're gonna go ahead and put Dante right there. And yeah, also, Alright, back to the part 1 section. We are gonna move that down just a little, and then we're gonna bump this probably up to a 30, a little smaller. And then we're gonna go onto my Wattpad page, which I did mention before, because I already have a quote all ready to go, and so I want to use this particular quote. So it is. I can do that. So we're here, okay. So it's hold on. So just work things like all truths are easy to understand. All truths are easy to understand. Right. Once they are discovered, doesn't make the font just a little bit smaller, which is fine. The point is to discover them. The point is to discover them, which I think this quote is very, very wrapping for this first section. Well, you understand when you do end up getting it read and everything, in which I started with Mom, and if I say it out loud, it means I'm trying to make it true, and I'm like, what is supposed to do? I don't know how to spell his name. It's like, it's Galileo. And then, so Galileo, G. And I'm thinking about maybe even just putting G, because last name is so complicated. G-A-L, so it's G-A-L-L-E-K. And I think it should be smaller anyways than 30. Let's try 24, because part 1 has a name. Discovery. And I think we are going to underline that.
That's officially starting the book is the next one, which is chapter 1. And then up here, by the way, I'll make the headers in a second, which I don't know if you guys know how to do that or not, but for this book in particular, I think we might use 24 again. The chapter 1 stuff is going to be on the side, and then the actual book will start over here, and probably font 18 or font 17, I would say. But yeah, and then if we go to the very, very top, because sadly enough, we're going to have to do it all the way throughout. Header.
Can't remember. Different on even here, there we go. There we go. But I do want to change these to our actual names, and then bundle up to 14, and I just scribble them. Sorry, I'm not talking about that. We might talk about the book later. I don't know if we're going to do that or not. Okay.
So there we go. Now that works out fine, and then chapter 1 will start here, and so forth and so forth, and we'll have word counts and things like that. I'm very, very sorry this video is quite long, but yeah, if you did enjoy it, if you like the process of me starting a book and everything like that, just know that in writing vlogs and stuff, we'll be visiting this whole entire thing all over again. And to be honest with you, I think what I might put here, because I just don't like it being blank,
is actually a picture of the cover, because sometimes I do that, sometimes I have an impromptu picture of the cover. Sometimes I don't, and that's how well I can make it work. We're going to go ahead and grab that book cover now. We're going to go ahead and edit. I'm going to see it later. And then I feel like everything else should kind of fall into place. And I'm going to try to zoom out as much as possible, so we can get as big of a cover as well. And sometimes even, yeah. So
And we have the book cover, the book, and yeah, there we go. And everything works out just the same. Perfect. Oh, we do want to make sure that Septaria is added to my dictionary. So let's go ahead and do that, because there's a few names in here that I'm also going to have to add to my dictionary eventually, but it's fine. But we're here, so that's the video. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a big fat thumbs up. Don't forget to comment down below, subscribe button. I'll see you guys all next time for another beautiful video. And yeah.